Many people are discussing the possibility of the existence
but no
of prehistoric
civilizations
prove that prehistoric super-civilizations and human
really
exploration of the past
It never stops.
Where do people come from?
And
that question has haunted many scholars. At present, most people
Civilization
develops through gradual accumulation. Got today's achievement, but as archaeology continues to unearth, it
After
should
the
not. Existence of historical
Many people
relics
also believe
human
that
technological civilization is
over
cyclical.
billions
Of years of history, has existed many times, close to
even
today.
more
Than today's prehistoric civilizations. Hello everyone. I am the
Today,
universal
we will take
five
stock.
cultural relics that should not be unearthed. Around 2,000 years, a group of American scientists went to China's Qinghai province searches for dinosaur fossils. They are in the process of exploring. Found one with hundreds. Rusty iron pipe. A cave formed by crossing. It's in the Qaidam Basin in Qinghai, on top of a mountain called White House Hill. The current name is a White House Mountain Iron The official name is Delingha Alien Ruins. But this place is no man's land. No one lives there. What do you think? There should be no such industrial traces. So these iron pipes go through the cave. Some are upright on the ground. One of the longest iron pipes from the cave directly into the ground, hundreds in the mountains behind. There is also an iron pipe, at the end of which connects to the salt lake. This pipe could be used to pump water or something. The diameter of the pipes varies from 2-10 There are straight cm. Pipes and bends. The pipe, big iron, is since brown it was red. Discovered, no one knows his origin. No one knows. Why was he left here? After inspection, they had discovered a curious phenomenon. Around this cave, geometric stones are everywhere. The stone was once polished by hand. But what are these stones used for? No one knows now. After professional analysis it is believed that these iron pipes appeared 150,000 ingredients in the tube. 92% are ordinary metallic and other minerals. But 8% of the ingredients are positional, or it doesn't exist on Earth. Substances not yet discovered. And then on the inside of the tube, found to contain chemical ingredients unique to plants. In addition to these components, tree-like structures were also found. Bioferification. This is an extremely rare geological phenomenon. But bioferification doesn't explain 8% of the unknown elements. So for now, most people think it's a relic of prehistoric civilization. Aliens did it. How about the government? It's not an alien site. Early 20th century archaeological sites in southern Iraq. And they dug up some really weird figurines. These statues are carved out of stone. It looks like a combination of a human and a lizard. The origin of these statues, it's the Sumerian civilization of Mesopotamia. We've seen similar findings in other parts of the world. This image made by the Sumerians stands out at a glance. Particular. It can be seen that it is the shape of the obvious This feminized image is particularly evident. Researchers don't know. What is the purpose of these statues? Why are the Sumerians so obsessed with Western medicine? The Sumerians made these statues. What is the use of? If the Sumerians at that time hadn't seen it with their own eyes. How can it be made so vivid? Even, and the image of holding a child to feed. Some people think he was used for sacrifice. But if it is for sacrificial use, this image of feeding appears. Sacrifice is such a serious thing. This look is definitely not allowed. So some people speculate this baby in the arms should be a baby lizard or sculpture. It describes the peculiar phenomenon of the time. And if the guesses don't hold up, then he is a simple ornament. However, this ornament is not seen with your own eyes. It's hard to sculpt with your imagination. Baghdad Battery. It's the jewel of the Iraqi museum. This hasn't been explained before. He discovered it in June 1936. It's over 2,000 years old. When the archaeologists first found him, he was a humble little clay pot. But the follow-up, archaeologists are near him. We found copper pipes and iron dams. These things seem to be a combination. It looks like it shouldn't have any effect. The expert on the pot. The copper pipe iron rod was chemically identified. Appraisal result shocked the Western archaeological community at the time. Because experts believe this is an ancient chemical battery. Abbreviation, Ballard battery. These pots are assembled for it. You can generate or store electricity. First, insert an iron rod into the rolled up copper pipe. And then we put them into these 13-centimeter pots. Will be rich in alkalis. Liquids of sexual and acidic substances. It becomes a battery. In other words, add some lemonade to it, grape vinegar and the like. It allows iron and copper to chemically react. Now, it seems so easy, but people over 2,000 years ago would have used this. It's not that simple. Angel Terra machinery. It can be said to be one of the most incredible discoveries in ancient science. This is recognized. October 1900, a Greek fisherman discovered one while diving. The shipwrecked fisherman immediately reported to the state. Museum. A professional construction team started building shipwrecks in the Among many artworks, archaeologists found something particularly strange. There are a few gears on it. There's a scale on the gear, surrounded by some unseen inscriptions. It's made of bronze. The age of the machine's manufacture, somewhere between 150 and 100 BC, about 2,000 years ago. It was cleaned up. The face of this bronze object comes out. Although the face came out, no one knows what his function is. Another few decades X-rays appeared. After a professional scan, there are so many gears inside him. But this gear thing? Design must be rigorous. The fit must be high. No professional equipment. They wanted to make bronze gears entirely by hand. Is not easy to achieve. So what do archaeologists currently think? This is a mechanical computer. Or a small part of a mainframe computer. How can his appearance be compared? As in Egypt, a fighter jet was found in the tomb of the pharaoh. Modern. The scientist has passed the professional third-level sword an identical replica. Through the study of replicas, experts discovered that the position of these front parts is a set of moving circular images, represents Mercury, Venus, Mars, movements of Jupiter and Saturn. You can even calculate the path of the sun, moon phases, and the position of the zodiac. Each ring chart is replaced by a gem as an unknown inscription. It should be the instruction manual. And the misunderstanding is that 2,000 years ago, why would someone build something like this? Why does he have to grasp it so accurately? Celestial motion. Who can make such a delicate instrument? And the person who made him. How terrifying is the stock of knowledge? If this person is not proficient in astrophysics, geometry, etc., it's impossible to make this thing. So most people think, if you will use him, his accuracy is no less than that of modern equipment. And his appearance changed our perception of the ancients. The ancients may be more powerful than we imagine. More intelligent. Early 18th century. In a royal palace in Turkey, there is a special map. Because of the map from the admiral, found it in Pitayer's study. So, and they called it the lace map. South America is plotted on this map. North America, Africa, and when did you find this map? No one understands. Because 100 years after the discovery of the lace Antarctica was discovered on Earth in 1820. The moment Antarctica was discovered, looking back at the lace map, everyone disapproves. How did the cartographers discover Antarctica? The most unsolvable Antarctica depicted on this map. Detailed inland terrain, mountain peak, rivers and ports, and these detailed details, all under thick ice and snow. How did the person who made the map see it? Is it possible that it was scribbled? Did you draw it randomly? Let's start with the scientific team in 1952. In 1952, a team of scientists used echo detection. It also mapped the entire continent of Antarctica. The research team felt they have completed the first time in human history. An unprecedented breakthrough. Because of this team is the first, the scientific team that mapped the entire Antarctic continent. Their feat was equivalent to the first human landing on the moon. They all think their feat was a first for humanity. As soon as I returned home, the full picture they painted, it has long been marked by the lace map. Even on the lace map. And what they didn't find. Can imagine how frustrated the research team was at that time. And of course, many people think that this map is a forgery. But there's a catch. Even if the lace map was forged in the early 18th century, from the day he was discovered, by 1952, the research team had completed the map. The time difference here is more than 200 years. Humans are leveraging the power of technology. More than 200 years later, just made the same thing as it was over 200 years ago. This is unacceptable to everyone. This also indirectly proves that if this picture is forged, the timing is wrong. With the rapid development of aviation for the map, the level of mapping is getting better. There are more and more satellites. People can also use technology to look down on the Earth. As a result, if the satellite images of the Earth compare with the lace map, we'll find lace map Most likely it was done at high altitude. I have seen countless comparisons. It was discovered that if you draw maps from above, the Antarctic continent is indeed exactly the same as the lace map. But South America got the proportions wrong. Lace map of South America. It's a little bit longer than the satellite image of South America. That little discrepancy is puzzling. Such a professional map, there can be no difference in proportions. What exactly went wrong? Then someone found out. In theory, when surveying at a high altitude, the farther away from the area the more significant the spherical nature of the Earth. So the greater the possibility of distortion and deformation. If it is for this reason, that's why the lace map of South America is elongated. It means that the person who created the map at that time is in a higher upper hole. That's why it's elongated. Like us, when mapping at high altitude, 3,000 kilometers above the ground. The guy who made the lace map, it should be 5,000 kilometers above the ground. This will appear. The proportion is elongated in some areas. But there are holes in this explanation. Why haven't other areas been elongated? It doesn't really make sense to just stretch this area. What about now? Lace maps are camps drawn by advanced civilizations. Think that even if there is no question there is still an unsolved problem in the Antarctic continent. Let's say Antarctica, covered in thick ice and snow. It's only 10,000 years old. But the lace map, it cannot be caused drawn by Earthlings 10,000 years ago. Because of the map, it's a clear picture of Antarctica, not covered in ice. What's more, Antarctica wasn't just covered in ice for 10,000 years. So who left him? Before Antarctica was frozen. Is there a... What about undiscovered prehistoric civilizations? And what's kind of interesting is, on this lace map, Xingqian and Shanhaijing appeared. In the Shanhaijing, it is said that the punishment of heaven and earth has so far increased the talents of Changyang come with milk as their eyes. Take it as a mouth. Use the liver to fight. Dei refers to the use of breasts as eyes in Xingqian. Use your belly button as waving your mouth. His shield and axe. And in the lace map, the image of Xing Tian did appear. This also makes a lot of people think map. It may be a small part of the ancient Huaxia mountain map. The camp that believes the map is fake thinks this is the map. It's fake, and pointed out several specific details. After these questions are refuted, there were other problems. So for now, let's just keep arguing about this map. Above, it's just 5 historical relics that shouldn't exist. At future parties, some ancient civilizations you can real. Come up with these points. Came to discuss with him. I am the universal. My channel explores the universe and unsolved interested mysteries. Friends, remember to subscribe. See you next time.